Ah, there we go. Haha, I made it. Hi everyone. I apparently had two instances of OBS running, and I did my intro on the other one. So, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, and welcome one and all. My name is Michael. I'm the Nose Gamer, and welcome to Pathfinder 2nd Edition Pray for Death. Our story featuring a group of adventurers in a epic, gripping battle. They're doing the thing. Guys, say hello to the folks at home.
Hey, everybody.
Hello.
Uh,
Greetings and salutations.
Now, while
Hi,
I
hi.
while I continue to fix various things, we're going to take a quick moment to thank a couple of sponsors who help us keep the lights on here at the Dead Aussie Gamer channel. And to tell you about these sponsors, I'm going to throw the ball over to Bon.
Oh, goodness. Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us today. We'd like to give a huge shout out to who do you want to start out with? Let's go with Sirenscape for all your magical and amazing musical needs. It is by far one of the most I think probably one of my favorite things about being able to play with friends online is that we have Sirenscape. Give us all that ambiance noise and all that spooky and scary things. Or when we need to know that we're doing something really cool and courageous, and we're just like, yeah, I'm ready. Give me the pumped up power to be like, yes, I am saying something very super extremely epic in sounds and all the things to make me sound like a hero, especially when I'm definitely not being a hero. uh and then we'd like to thank actually I'm gonna pass it off to all all things or wait fantasy to see well, our next sponsor here.
You didn't forget what the rest of the sponsors are, did you?
I would never do that. Mitch?
Well, one of the other important sponsors that we have is Hero Forge. As you can see right above me, Bon and Rondak have their Hero Forge minis on, and if they speak, they light up, and that's a really cool thing. So Hero Forge allows you to create your customized little mini for all your both physical and digital games. If you have the subscription, you can also make little tokens that you can use for your systems such as Foundry and Fantasy Grounds. They are currently doing a Kickstarter where you can get the head of your favorite custom mini in a set of dice, which is a really cool thing. Make sure you head over to the Kickstarter, and if you wish to do that as well. And we also have the Fantasy Grounds, which is the VTT that we use here on the Dead Aussie Gamer channel, which allows us to basically take out the hard work out of GMing. It allows Michael to look as good as he does, and basically does all the hard math things, and just allows him to focus on the story. And the last sponsor that we'd like to thank are all of you, the lovely audience who sits and watches us. You can do a bunch of donations, but you know what? I think I might leave that for someone else to talk about.
Well, before we get into the donations, we of course have our players to thank for today's session. And we are going to let our players introduce the characters that they're going to play in today's game, because I still need a bit more time. So, let's start with none other than the amazing and wonderful Nesmith.
Yeah, we're back to me again. Oh, okay. Oh, that's great. Love that. I am Nesmith, also otherwise known as Bon, and I am playing a catfolk of the winter of the north, and I am a big poisony guy. Love me the poison. Oh my gosh, and the dragon's dance. I love it so much. I love all things that involve the taste of possible death, and sometimes they're just really spicy. You never really know. But in my alchemic lab, there's nothing more fun than sharing it with my friend, my closer friend, Rondak.
Hello, that's me. Lucas, Mr. Game and Art. I play Rondak. He doesn't so much do the poisons, although he can. He tends to focus on things that go boom, so it complements the poisons quite nicely. He's got the poisons on lockdown. I make things blow up. It's a beautiful relationship, really. But yeah, that's what Rondak does. He loves to test his new inventions. His job allows him to do that very effectively, so he rather enjoys his chosen profession for that reason. And that's pretty much him. So I'll pass it over to Matt.
Well, before we go to Matt, do you remember who here remembers the Disney Atlantis movie? Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, right. You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of Nesmith, like just having this conversation of like with Rondak, just going like, I made this poison that, it's been taking like about 2 weeks now, but I think my victim's about to cock it finally. I've just watched his organs fail, and just him starting to get weaker and weaker. It's been great. No one even knows that I'm even involved. I spend all my time poisoning his wine, and it's been great. It's been wonderful. Then suddenly, boom! The building explodes, and then there's this moment very similar to the explosives expert from the Atlantis movie. It's like, yeah, I just used a couple of explosives. It took me what, 3, 4 seconds, 5 tops.
But you could have just killed slower. It's a little more entertaining to watch. I know you don't have to know you're involved.
All right.
I literally need to rewatch Atlantis now.
It's such a freaking good one, honestly. If they were gonna remake any Disney movie as a live action, I would totally watch that one.
Oh my gosh. I would watch that. So everything in my heart and soul is begging for that to be the actual next remake that they do.
Kinda. I mean, again, there's also, yeah. Anyway, then of course we have playing the role of Balsam, none other than the one, the only, the incredible, All Things Fantasy.
Good morning! Yes, I'm Matt from All Things Fantasy, and I play Balsam. Some call him bloodthirsty. I call him blood curious. He is the magician and sorcerer of blood. He uses blood to cast all his spells, and he looks and studies it in great detail. He loves exploring new places, meeting new people, assassinating them. All the fun vibes. Yeah. I'm gonna pass it over to Cookie Mon Steve. Here, have a handball.
Okay. I wasn't expecting that. So, Kailu, he's an assassin just like the rest of us, because, hey, that's what we do. Tends to specialize in remote delivery of said poisons and explosives if they just bother to attach them to, like, an arrow, because who doesn't like a remotely delivered poison or bomb? Sometimes you want it into the bed. Sometimes you want it on an arrow tip. It's called teamwork.
I forgot at some point we have to go through a list of whatever poisons you want on yours, because there's so many to choose from.
I know. Well, we did the knockout stuff, which didn't work very well, but that was a freaking monster.
Fair.
Yeah, I don't think any of us were prepared for what was going on there.
And they're only just getting started. And of course, because we are still getting started, we have 2 missing players today. We have, of course, Kara, who is normally played by our dearest friend Calindria, and Pietro, who is played by McBluff. They will be sitting out of today's session, but we wish them all the best and cannot wait to have them around the table yet again. But we have one last person to thank, and that is, of course, our lovely audience members. Guys, thank you for being here and being a part of the show, for giving us your time and coming and hanging out. It's so good to see so many familiar faces from here and all over the interwebs that come to just spend some quality time enjoying some role-playing. As such, we invite you behind the GM screen to play around and have a bit of fun with us while we embark on our quest. Now, first of all, just by watching, you earn channel points that can be used at any point in time in order to influence the game while we play. Inspiration, insight bonuses, wandering monsters, you name it, it's all there. Go and check that out. And subscribers, you earn channel points a little quicker. So, yeah, always a good idea to subscribe if you haven't already. Then, of course, we have monetary donations, which help Dag with his monthly survival check. And we have the following rewards. First of all, for $5, you can donate to give a hero point, which are these red marks to a player of your choice, or purple marks to me for jinx points. Hero points can be used to stave off death, petition the DM for nonsense that isn't in the rules, and roll with advantage. Jinx points can be used to counteract hero points, make bad guys roll with advantage, or make things complicated ever so slightly. For $10, I will draw draw a card from one of 2 decks. The first deck is a deck of heroic actions, which is a free action that you can provide to a player of your choice that can also serve as a hero point for that player. Alternatively, as we have been donated by Schooley, our heroes can draw from a deck of plot twists and flashbacks. Schooley has nominated for the first draw of the deck, so I'm just going to give it a quick shuffle here, just so we don't know what we're going to be looking at. And the first card on our list is the Point of No Return. There we go. Boom.
How ominous.
That is the thing. Very ominous. So I now have to insert this into the game so that my players can enjoy the random plot stuff that we draw. It keeps me on my toes as a GM and helps me as a story writer. So there. For $20, you can donate someone to have the coveted Golden Natural 20, which serves as a critical hit. Yeah, just basically, it's a good way to just sort of guarantee those like really cool hero moments where you can just succeed at some stuff. So there you go. And then we have our $50 donation, which is a magic item of our players' choosing. Or alternatively, you can design a homebrew item and I will create it and put it into the game. Or you can ask me to create something specific and dedicated to my players that I can then give them in the game. Yeah, there you go. Alternatively, if you woke up and chose violence, that $50 can go towards increasing the difficulty of the challenge the group is facing by a great margin, making a boss into something more deadly, changing the ante, upping the stakes, changing the terrain or the environment, tons of stuff to basically cause a major complication. Now, today, the secret menu item, which is our $100 donation, is going to be quite a unique thing. Now, our heroes are currently being beset by an assassin, a very, very loyal servant of the Red Mantis, and you will meet him today in today's session, and we're going to be going and dealing with that. But for the $100 secret menu item, I will have that particular NPC decide to join our heroes, much like Steven, as one of the few members of the Red Mantis Assassin who still believes that our heroes are the true servants of the Blood Mistress and are not, as, they have been told, targets for the next assassination. So there you go. That is our current, that is our secret menu item. Now, again, have a look at the character. If you like the character, then consider it. If you don't like the character, then just, don't donate. That's kind of it. Cool. All right. Well, without any further ado, let us delve into today's session. Starting, of course, with our recap. When last we left our heroes, they had journeyed to the frigid wastelands of the northern icy frontier. Where's my music? Give me my...
I hear music.
Do you? Oh, maybe I need to reset. Hold on. Oh, I do need to reset. Okay. There you go. It'll do that. And before I do so, Cookiemon Steve, thank you so much for your donation to our dear and beloved friend Nesmith. Nesmith, you gain 2 hero points and a natural 20.
Thank you, my friend. I'm most likely going to need them with my luck.
We both tend to, don't we?
There we go.
Yeah, I wonder
Also,
why our
Rondak
luck is
seems
so
to be able to
bad.
hit things.
Yeah.
We roll away. Not good. Not well.
All right. Is that working? Yes. There we go. Okay. So, as I said, our heroes are up in the northern lands near the Crown Hold, where they had just managed to defeat Aldulf Bladecaller, a Viking who was about to launch an attack against Hag Reach and the creatures there within. Having been issued your assassination target, you infiltrated the fortress and through your various machinations managed to slay the infamous general. But, as it turns out, he was a favored warrior of the god Gorum, and as the Valkyries came to claim his soul, so too did the First Blade, agent of Gorum, come down to exact his revenge on those who would take his favored champion. After a gripping battle, in which our heroes definitely sacrificed quite a bit, a large red dragon that happened to be upon the castle fought against the Ironed Herald and emerged victorious thanks to the aid of our heroes. But no sooner than our heroes attempted to catch their breath, they were met by Vatum, another member of the Red Mantis, who informed our group that there have been orders given for our heroes to be killed and assassinated as traitors to the Red Mantis Order. Hearing this news, the attack could come from anywhere and anyone. But first, rest, respite, and a moment to catch one's bearings as our heroes return up the bluff in order to rest at the nearby overlooking town. And it is here that our story commences. So, as you find yourself in a tavern that lays within, what was this place called? It was called Glacier's Rest, a trading post. You are in the tavern known as the Hatchet and Barrel. A large, very experienced human hunter seems to be the person who is facilitating this lovely establishment. A former huntsman who bought the tavern known as the Golden Barrel and kind of serves it as a both hunting lodge and tavern as well. As as four of you gather in order to discuss what is potentially happening, Kara and Pietro have retired for the night, both needing a decent amount of rest between them. As you enjoy your beverages, being of course careful to have Nesmith check them for poison, you discuss what it is you might need to do in order to try and survive the next 48 hours.
Well, aren't we in a tight spot now?
Balsam nods, rubbing his mask chin. We need to let rest. That's an important thing. Can we perhaps protect our rooms in some way?
Oh, Rondak, do you have any interesting toys that we can have as a warning signal for ourselves?
I have a lot of interesting toys. Let me check my bag real quick and see if anything is a little bit less explodey than normal.
I wouldn't say less explosive, just maybe explodey towards the outside, away from us.
Well,
I might be able to come up
we
with
don't want to
something.
knock
Give me a
I
minute.
don't think we want to knock the inn down either, guys. So,
The inn or our lives? I mean,
well, if it comes down to that, absolutely the inn goes, because But I would prefer not to be sleeping out in the snow tonight if it's possible.
I do like this place. It has some very nice ale. You know, now that we
does.
think about this, what is about the, well, what do you think he meant? Why are we targeted now? I can think of a few enemies I have maybe from outside the organization, but I've been a part of this for a good sum of my life, so it seems kind of odd that they throw us out for some odd reason. Is there something that we could maybe think about in our past that might gleam some insight for us? Or is
Absolutely.
okay. Where is it?
Make a. If you have an appropriate lore check, otherwise a society check.
Lore or society? They're the same.
Also, it dawns on me that the player text for Balsam actually does kind of look like Ralsam if I don't lift it up a little bit. There we go. Much better.
There you go. Yeah, I'll also roll a society if that's alright.
Sure, not a problem. All right. Well, first of all, there are many Red Mantis assassins who, for the most part, would, again, give their lives for the cause and who would have no scruples going after people who once previously served the Order. You recall the name that was told to you. A man by the name of Talaro. Talaro is a character, for sure. Loyal to a fault to the religious aspects of serving he who walks with blood. He doesn't quite capture the spirit of assassination. He wants people to know who he is, where he is. He wants people to be at their full strength, generally, to go up against him. Mostly because, whether it's ego, whether it's his prowess, he prides himself on being the assassin who will kill you in your heightened moments of despair, when you know for certain that despite all of your strength, all of your efforts, and everything you have with you, there is nothing you can do to stop the inexorable guillotine of death descending upon you. That is when Talaro prefers to strike.
Well, Talaro has an obsession with trying to make sure that he knows that he can get to us. What would be our next plan? Do we have to go back? Do we try to find someone we trust and get more adequate information on who's on us? Honestly, I don't know where to start.
The mistress.
Yeah.
The mistress who sent us on this mission should be the first one we have a chat with.
Oh, that is the... We know where our mistress is. How much contact we have, huh?
You have currently no contact. To get to her, you must return back to the Medogalti Isle. Back to the homeland of the Red Mantis assassins.
It's time to go home, guys.
Maybe.
Well-
That's also extremely difficult. If we're being hunted, if they had placed a bounty on us, going straight back into their base, into their fort, might not be such a great idea. We just need to get a message through to them. A message through to her.
Yes, we do have some contacts that we could use. Some that more discreet than others. So if we need to get a message, it really depends on how long you think we'll have to wait. Who would be our closest, I guess, intel giver or messenger?
I can
Personally, I
do
would have said Kara.
it. I can do it.
Who are you?
What?
It's me, Steven. You just he drinks
I
his,
don't-
you realize the entire time you've actually had 5 drinks out, and Steven sort of takes his drink and he just like quaffs it.
Oh, I thought that we need to get a bell on you.
It's fine. I can run a message potentially.
How long will it take you, Stephen?
Yes, Stephen. Well, if we were to potentially look at a map of the world.
Yay, world map time. Honestly, though, I feel like we need something for this guy. He's just. Do we know him? Are we sure we know him? Hey, Steve.
All right. So right now, our heroes are in the realms of the Mammoth Lords, which are up here. This is kind of like roughly where you guys are, somewhere around here. Now, where you would need to travel would be
No, the line keeps moving. It keeps moving so far. Oh my goodness. It's so far.
Metagalti Isle.
Holy moly.
So, that is where you would need to travel, which will take quite some time without some form of magical teleportation or the like.
Yeah. Which we were teleported into the general area to get here. Do we know anybody that... How are we supposed to get back? I don't recall.
Well, there are plenty of places to go that you could potentially procure services, wizards, towers, pretty much that's it, because they have teleportation spells. But, you know, you get what I'm saying. Like, you can find a few different places and ways to get home.
Yeah, so we could travel to Whitethrone. That's also an option. Travel to Whitethrone, get a teleportation down to Azir, and then boat it over across.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Witches do have bartering.
Yeah, I think hiding somewhere where we can get intel is probably the best place to be. Because there's nothing like hiding in plain sight.
So we want to be close.
It'd probably be better to. I don't think we have many options.
No.
You consider where we are
and
now.
Frankly, I would prefer the weather.
Yes, I'll take anywhere with lots of warmth.
Could I get everyone to make me a perception check, please?
You know, it's really sad when you get a 28 with a 3.
Yeah, I feel that, friend.
Oh, Rondak.
Thank goodness you came back in time.
Only because
right, that was good timing.
Only because you had a natural 20. You notice there's no one in the tavern anymore, and even the bartender is missing.
Rondek's hand is immediately going to go into one of the pouches on his belt. It's just going to sit in there for a minute, and he's going to look around, and then he'll look at the other three at the table. Something's off here. Look around you.
Oh dear.
You hear footsteps coming towards you from the pantry, which is, well, the kitchen, should I say, which is over in this direction here. Emerging is what looks to be a kitsune with gray fur, wearing bright red. They seem to be holding a tray of some kind. There we go. The tray contains, well, pretty much anything you ordered for dinner. As he steps forward, behind him, you could see he's leaving little paw prints of blood. Oh, I was so worried. I thought perhaps your appetites might be completely gone by the time I got here. It's so good to see you again, my friends. Kailu, he hands you a plate, as well as pours you a glass of wine. Balsam, you're looking healthy as ever.
Looks at him with a wooden expression. 'Cause he's wearing a
Rondak!
mask.
As he kind of looks at your pouch hand, he is going to try. I mean, it depends. You can try to fight him against this. He is going to reach for your hand to grab it out of your pocket. At the moment, he's not brandishing any weapons whatsoever.
All right, I'll allow it.
As he grabs your hand and pulls it out of the pocket, he puts a soup spoon into your hand as he puts soup in front of you. He kind of gives you this look of like, the look says pretty much everything. As you know, let's not get too hasty. And lastly, Nesmith, as he puts in front of you what looks to be a pasta dish, he pours what looks to be an inky black substance onto the top of it. And he says, Now, don't wait on my account. Please enjoy. We have so much to discuss.
Well, why don't you? I don't know how you still remember all my favorite dishes. It's been so long, dear friend. Why don't you grab a seat?
Don't mind if I do. As he turns around and he grabs the seat. Now, in this moment, when he turns his back, he holds that pose as he grabs the chair. His back is completely exposed. Again, no weapons in sight. Every one of you have that assassin's instinct. It's suddenly almost like a razor wire being taut and pulled as tightly as possible. This man could not be more vulnerable in this position.
Oh, you always playing around.
He pulls
I
over.
know you hold some cards. Stop trying to play with us.
He pulls over the chair and he says, "Play with you? No, please. I don't intend to play. After all, my cards are always on the table." Which reminds me, there is something I wanted to discuss with you. In that moment, we're going to skip ahead about 15 minutes. And as 15 minutes pass, and you can react to this however you would like,
We should also probably get Pietro off the screen.
oh yeah. Not that one.
It's very confusing to be back here and be like, you heard all of it. You were right here with us.
That's true. Come on, give me something better.
I'm not seeing Balsam in the combat tracker.
Oh, good point.
And should we be at full recovery?
No.
No. Okay.
There we go. I've removed Pietro and added Balsam. That's correct now. Good. So, at this point in time, there is this moment where the scene has somewhat changed. Choose how you react. But, what's his name? Freaking. There we go. Talaro says, and that was the time when Nesmith decided, oh, you know what would be a great idea? Let's poison the chandelier. And there I was thinking, Nesmith, for the last time, if you're going to try and kill a prince regent, what is the point of poisoning the chandelier? And you know what Nesmith said to me? Nesmith looked me square in the eye, and he said, and he points to you, Nesmith.
Ah, friend. Think about how fun it would be to see it all crashing down. When he thinks he's safe, he finds himself. Actually, I don't have a joke for this one. Usually I'd have something, but my brain was not ready for that.
No, that's right. He says, and you know what the crazy thing was? The crazy thing was it worked. It fell on him, and he was managed to be pulled out by his guards, but the guards didn't realize that the whole chandelier, every single piece of glass that fell down right on him, were poisoned. So not only did Nesmith get this freaking, Thuvian prince with a chandelier, he also got their entire guard regiment as well.
God, I think I spent weeks coming in to check on everyone and just seeing them slowly start to scatter and break. It was amazing, honestly.
Honestly, yeah.
But it wasn't.
But I mean, look, as far as assassinations go, top 7 maybe. I mean, it was good. It was great. It was fantastic. And
Honestly, I don't know if it could top what Rondak did.
Look, the Blood Mistress was talking about it for a long time afterwards, is all I can say. And half of us sat there and thought it couldn't be done, and here he was making something of himself.
Now, friend, it's been such a good time catching up with you. How are you here? How did this happen?
Well, as I said, much to be discussed and explained, but, well, I suppose it all began with this. He slides a parchment across the table to you. As you look at the parchment, it is sealed by, it has been unsealed, should we say, by the Blood Mistress herself. It is
As
orders.
in our Blood Mistress?
Yes, correct. Well, hold on. Sorry, the seal has been done by the Blood Mistress. The note says,
I'm also realizing I'm rushing through this instead of giving moments where we're just chilling and chatting about everything that just happened to us.
oh yeah, he's just here to chill at the moment. It says,
Oh, screw that! I came up with the best one. So the path to the after. Wait! I have to say this in his voice. So the path of the afterlife had a guiding light from high for the prince. Oh, it's so good. Yeah, I need to. In my head, that's headcanon now. I'm using that as the memory that should have happened there.
That's fair. I love that. Okay, here we go. So, it says that a member of the Vernai, the prized guard, the prized assassins of Blood Mistress Jacqueline, have been proven to be agents working of their own volition. You have been accused, all of you, of undergoing an assassination attempt with no clearance to do so. And your plan is to use your influence and power in order to launch an attack against the Blood Mistress herself. The order here is quite simple. And that is... I'm sure I read it, seriously. I read the actual note.
Yeah, I remember last time you had it on hand.
Yeah, I thought I did. Unless I'm like freaking losing my mind here. You are effectively to be. Oh, here we go. The expedition to Crownhold is unsanctioned, and any agent involved in General Aldou's assassinations are traitors. Eliminate them by any means necessary.
No double speak in there, huh? Just that's definitely a command.
That is, yep, that is about as clear as it's gonna get. So
And it
as a
was
slight-
signed by the person who sent us on, Mistress Jacqueline.
It has Mistress Jacqueline's wax seal, but it hasn't been signed. If you want to, you may make a perception check in order to scrutinize the note.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Oh, Balsam coming in with a nat 20. I would also say that Rondak, you can tell as well. This is not written in the Blood Mistress's handwriting, which is not an uncommon thing. However, thanks to both of your efforts, you can identify precisely whose handwriting it is. It is the handwriting of... One second. Yada yada. It is the handwriting of High Priest Savaya, who is also, like you, a member of the Vernai.
Sorry, High Priest Savaya?
Yep, Savia.
Who is also a member of the...
Vernai, Vernai, which are the Blood Mistress's chosen.
Do we know this guy? Like, do we know him well enough to know whether he
That he'll care?
has aspirations?
Oh,
Well, no, well,
he's
that
got
he
no
would have
Like I
aspirations.
said, he's devoted. The moment the Blood Mistress's sigil was placed onto that letter, it didn't matter who wrote it. He's going to
Sorry.
fulfill his duties.
Right.
This
No,
again-
sorry. I meant the high priest.
Oh, the priestess. Oh, no, you don't know her too well. She is very ambitious, from what you've understood, and very devout. It could very well be, because don't forget, Vatum, the elf you were speaking to earlier on, they were the one who gave you the mission, and they were also a member of the Vernai. So it could be that you've been set up by him, potentially.
An interesting time.
Oh yeah, no, of course. And needless to say, I won't be attacking you while you're like this.
I do appreciate it, friend. We do have some long history between us.
Oh, of course. I would have nothing but my best when it comes to assassinating a friend. I would not be so callous as to give you anything less than a death equally as spectacular as the ones you have graced the order with since your arrival. It would be rude to do otherwise.
Now,
So
did you
tomorrow?
receive this directly?
Oh, of course.
I'm sorry, Kylie, go again.
Kylo?
No, sorry. I said, so, tomorrow?
Oh,
Yeah.
Well, that depends on yourselves, of course. I mean, not to beat around the bush, but I choose not to rush things. You have a long road ahead of you. you've plenty of time. And I'm sure that you're going to say things like we would never betray people and yada, 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 blah, 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 blah. But you guys have passed a certain threshold. One might call it the point of no return. At this point, you are considered to be enemy numero uno from the Red Mantis. None will come to your aid. All of the contacts have been informed of your betrayal. And as traitors, anyone who learns of where you happen to be will swiftly act. It is not a bounty that you are under, but an excommunication. You were to be purged from the order. And well, you watch as he takes his drink and swashes it back again. I would never be so rude as to let my friends suffer like that. You'll be long dead before anyone gets a chance to have at you.
How considerate.
Thank you. I would expect the same from any of you.
Of course.
Well, as much as I love your company, I am curious to see who else is nearby. How many
Oh yes. Do you have any other friends who would join us for a drink at the table?
Oh, sorry. Where are my manners? I just wanted a bit of time for ourselves, before everything, kind of happened.
such tender love and care? Oh shit.
There we go. You watch as 4 red mantises dressed in their full garb with blades drawn suddenly fall from the rafters.
And is there a chandelier above us by any chance?
Sadly, no.
A boy can dream.
Oh, right.
Oh.
And that's not all. There are a few spies around the place, and some of the merchants have also been infiltrated, and just the usual covering the bases and all of that.
Just a quick question. Did you kill the barkeep and the owner of this establishment?
Of course, they saw us. They knew we were here. And the townsfolk who were here this night. Don't worry, we plan to burn the place down once we're done eating.
Oh, thorough.
Oh, of course. Yeah, I mean, like I said, nothing but the best for you all.
During that time, I'm assuming during the 15 minutes or so between all this, we were finishing or eating our meals.
Yeah, correct.
Okay. Did I find any poisons in those?
Any what, sorry?
No poisons, of course, right?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
No poisons. Actually, you didn't even need to check. You know this guy well enough that that's just not his method of doing things.
He's a straightforward fellow. Okay.
Oh, yeah. Like he said, he wants you as strong as possible so that when he comes for you, all you do is feel hopeless because everything you have will not stop his assassination.
Do we get like a rest roll for
Oh yeah, he'll let you sleep. He'll let you get to full strength. He'll let you ask for it, and he'll let you have it. That is what makes him so terrifying. Is his nickname among the Red Mantis is known as the Black Fate.
Don't we just have some friends, guys? Don't we just have some great friends?
Well, you are right, though. It is late is the hour, and you all should be getting your rest. Well,
I appreciate the time that you've given us, friend.
of course. And, if you do have anything that you have unresolved beforehand, as a personal favor, just write it in an envelope and keep it on your person. I'll make sure it's done.
Duly noted.
You watch as he once again whistles, and the assassins all leave the vicinity. As does Talos. All right. I've given you an overnight rest, and you are now all on full hit points. But the rest of that evening, it is hard to sleep.
Alright. We need to control our environment. Rondak?
Yep.
We need to control the environment. Let's focus on the ground floor. If they want to fight us here in the tavern, let's fight here in the tavern.
All right. I have several surprises that could make their ingress a little bit more difficult. If you would like me to rig those up, I can do that.
However, the question is, do we want to fight or just leave?
Also, a good question. I don't know. I'm not sure what good fighting would do us here other than give us another opportunity to die, which we've had plenty of lately.
Well, we are in a build, and some sort of cover is better than no cover. If we go out into the open, we don't know how many are going to be waiting. So that does worry.
There's less room to maneuver inside.
What do you mean? There's plenty of room. I can swing my hands around and I hit a table.
Exactly. Exactly.
Now, if we want to fight inside and we need to make a quick exit, I can create that easily enough.
Both is good.
Both
Yep.
is good.
And given that the inn staff are gone and the owner is gone, I'm not so concerned about collateral damage to the building.
There's no one in this city. It's literally just us at this point. So it would be have our pick.
I don't know that there's no one in the city, but there was nobody who was in the tavern is alive.
Oh, they took care of the town.
Okay.
Yeah. So, is there a way? What is the closest thing that we can get to? Are we just trying to get out into the forest? Are we trying to get out anywhere away from us? What are we thinking? Are we trying to head immediately to the next town? Are we trying to find somewhere to gather that's not so conspicuous?
All our safe houses are compromised, Nesmith.
Right. Shit.
Yeah.
How are we fixed for money?
I'm not doing terrible, but I don't think I'm doing too great. We didn't get paid from this job, obviously.
Correct. And we don't have access to the normal pieces. So we're going to be buying our own. We probably should be paying attention to that.
Hag's Reach might be an option.
Ooh.
Maybe. If we can barter with them. If not, White Throne.
I almost feel like going to Kinshalat going to be a better option.
Can we get there in an amount of time? I want to spend as much time in a city where we can get lost rather than on the road as some passing travelers.
Well, I'd prefer just leaving the north in general. White Throne, as much as I love it, is still a little too cold for my taste. Well, all right now.
We don't have to decide where to end up. We just need a place to go after this.
True.
Well, White Throne is sideways. If we're going to have to travel by land, we should probably go in the direction.
If you're heading to White Throne, Hag's Reach is on the way, so you can still swing by that in the partway.
Okay.
Farrell, let that be so then. If everyone's happy with that?
I follow.
Alright. Let's booby trap the inn.
Alright, you may booby trap the inn. Rondak. Just
Yes.
tag onto the map where you would like to set up traps, and I will mark them on the map.
Right. How do I tag on the map? That's a
Hold
good
down
question.
spacebar and then double click.
Double click. Got it. Thank you. Right by the front door there.
Yep, one moment. Sorry, where by? Sorry, click again.
Is this the front door right here?
Yep.
Yeah, there.
It's a bit big, I think.
A little bit, but it's all right.
Looks like the right size.
It's just
Yeah,
showing
like
the
that's-
size of the explosion. See, that's what it is.
Exactly.
Makes
Yeah.
sense.
That's
We
it.
committed.
Look, I just want a token.
And just so I know, where are we planning on holding up in here?
Wherever you think is safest, we'll follow your lead in this, Rondak. Or at least I'm happy to follow your lead in this.
All right. Well, if we're looking to make a quick getaway, I would recommend we stay to the first floor, somewhere near a perimeter wall, so I can blow a hole in it. We can get the hell out of here.
There we go.
Before we leave, let me ransack the kitchen first. I feel like food is going to be hard to come by after this.
All right, you may pillage for some food and the like. Okay, so bomb there. Where else are we trapping?
Probably the stairs. Over here.
Okay, yep.
And then I think it looks like there's only one other doorway. Right there.
That one, yep.
So I'd probably put one there too. And these aren't all going to be explosive. The one at the front door is going to be explosive. And then the internal ones are going to be more to limit their movement and create difficult terrain.
Sure. Anywhere else?
Is that a
Let's
window
see.
over on the left?
That is a window.
Oh, yeah, then by the window, Home Alone style. Actually, all the windows. I don't know how many windows there are in here.
Sure.
just all the
What's a
windows.
ceiling look like?
Any
Ah.
point of entry, I want to put a trap at it.
Sure.
What about the chimney? Is Santa Claus coming after us?
No, we'll
Is
just
the
set fire.
chimney large enough for a person to fit through?
Yes.
Then we'll put one in there. Why not?
What even? Get out of here.
What? What was
I don't
that?
know what that was.
Don't worry about it.
It was such a pretty flower.
All right. There we go.
All right, is that a barn out there?
That's a stable.
Stable? Okay. Do we, by the way, because they're going to expect us to be inside here, right? Do we want to go stay in the stable instead, where they wouldn't expect us to be?
That is a great idea.
Is there a way to get in the stable without going outside?
Giant barn doors.
But we have
He's
to go
asking
outside
without
to
us
get
having
in,
to
I
go
think.
out and around the building, I think.
I might be able to start cutting a hole.
Just cutting a hole through the wall.
I mean, I could.
What are you cutting it with?
I have a short tool. I could probably say that's a saw.
Sorry, what? You're going to use your sawtooth saber to try?
No,
and
no, no,
hack
no.
through-
I have a short tool, as in I got an actual short tool on my thing. I could probably say that's a saw, and I can just.
What is? Hold on. Is this the stick all over again, Matt?
No.
Okay.
Bottom last thing of my inventory.
Okay,
I feel like
I
there's a
see.
story there with the stick, and I'm curious now.
We do also have this knife that has the ability. I can just choose one of my poisons and just
Look,
melt the wall.
given that it specifically has sledgehammer as a type of tool that it can have, it does 1d 4 points of damage. So I'd say yes to the short tool, and I imagine
Sweet.
I imagine the sledgehammer and stuff like that would be the long tool.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. So, sure. Make me a crafting check just to see how long it would take you to get through a wall. Because again, as you can imagine, trying to get through a wall with effectively it'll take you most of the night. You will not be able to rest properly if you spend the night trying to get through a wall with effectively a hand tool.
Can I take the tool and try, because I'm already full up on health and everything?
Sure, you're welcome to.
You need a craft check, you said?
Yes, please. A little bit better. It will still take you the better part of like 4 hours, maybe.
Okay, I can do that.
Okay, make a fort save, and if you fail, you will be fatigued. You will still heal and get all the rest, but you'll wake up a bit tired.
Well, that's not great.
No, that's still fine, though, I think. Hold on, let me see. What level
Oh,
you guys?
okay.
14?
Sweet.
14? 32 is the DC, so yeah, you're good.
Sweet. Just barely.
Yep.
Nice.
Okay.
Beautiful.
So there is now a point of access here. That you've
Which I will
created.
definitely trap after we get in there, after we go through.
All right. Trapped it is. Now, what
And then
traps
the-
are you putting down in places?
Well, let me pull up my list. All right, so
Also, by the way,
At the-
if Kylie wants to interject at any point in today's game, you're more than welcome to.
It does help if I unmute when I'm talking.
That's true.
it does.
are we
I have
gonna
found
bo-
that
are-
is, yeah.
Yeah. It's are we going to put something in front of the barn doors as well, just in case
Yes,
they
I
decide
was
to
I
come
was going to
through?
put one there as well.
Awesome.
Is that going to be our escape though?
See, I thought we were going to go through the wall, and I can just blow a hole in the wall and we can go if we need to.
Okay, that works too.
That way, any vulnerable points of entry are covered, and then we can make a new point of exit when we need to leave.
All right. Let's start with the front door. Tell me what you're putting down there, and we'll go from left and go all the way around. Quick as a bunny, please.
Yep. So front door is going to get the explosive one, so that's going to be Alchemist Fire. Greater.
Sorry, greater.
Yep.
Can I shrink that? Come on, stop it. Aha, okay, cool. I got it.
Did anybody recognize any of the other team besides Tolaro? Like, do we know what their standard tactics are other than?
I
That's
think
a great
they were
question.
all masked.
All right, got it. Alchemist Fire. Anywhere
Okay.
else got Alchemist Fire, by the way?
The barn doors.
Okay.
I have the strong suspicion that they're Well, they're all masked, and they're of the same order. So, I think they are his team.
Okay. The windows.
All of the windows are going to get crystal shards.
Hitting.
Yes. So there's an initial burst that does 2d4 piercing, and then it creates on a horizontal surface basically an area of caltrops that they have to cross.
Ooh.
So I figured that would work pretty well.
Yeah, that's
Okay, that's the windows.
We know if they had horses. And these things saw them.
Wait, what? They do not even have any horses in here.
On what it is. Beautiful. Gentlemen, I think that we try not to fight. Try. I don't. We are good at covering our tracks, right?
Would you take me for a
I would imagine.
survivalist?
Okay, cool.
What?
We can
I think
cover Balsam's tracks for him.
Okay.
True.
The door that you made in the barn.
Yes, that one's going to get bottled lightning greater. And I figure that because if it hits as they come through there, it'll put them off guard at the start of combat if we get forced into combat with them.
Okay, done and done. The door to the kitchen.
That one is going to be, let me find the actual name here. The Tanglefoot bag is going to go there and the fireplace. And that one is for minus 15-foot penalty to movement. So it should slow them down significantly. Theoretically.
There you go. Theoretically.
Yes, assuming it works.
Always love theory.
Well, what would be really sad is if they all had like greater evasion or something.
Okay, and the staircase.
That would be. That one is also going to get Tanglefoot bag up there.
All right,
Stop giving him ideas, Matt.
there we go. Jesus Christ. Now, how long does it take for you to make traps?
So I can with oh god, what is it? It's like Quicken or some. I have something that lets me do it as an action,
Okay, sweet. Then easy done.
and I can make 3 per time I do it of anything that I do.
Sick. All right, yeah, it's super easy for you to trap out this place. Okay. Feeling
And
assured
what-
that Rondak has his tasks for the evening set aside for him, Nesmith, what about yourself? You've gathered up some food for your journey ahead.
Yeah, I'm going to just basically prep for all the things because it's going to be a long travel. And the assumption is we will not be stopping anywhere where people will be able to find us or know us.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm prepping food like things, poison. At this point, what do I have prepped? Yeah, I have some poisons prepped for just to try and cover our tracks. I might use a little bit of Rondak's backup bombs as little sources for me to try and hide away some possible poise. But for the most part, I think I'm just making sure we have the resources to eat while we're on our journey.
Okay.
Sure, not a problem.
Do you have any handy poisons that we can poison some of my arrows? And we want
Yes.
deadly this time. We want full on fast kill. Rondak, when you're finished, if you've got time after the traps, do you have anything that we can do some interesting additional damage? Because I'll take it.
I have some things that are not explosive that are sort of an aerosolized irritant to get into their lungs and everything and cause some issues.
Okay. Do you have anything that'll start a fire?
I mean, I have Alchemist Fire and Dragon's Breath, so sure.
Well, I'm thinking that I think that we can apply to arrows.
Gotcha. I mean, unless you want to strap one of these bombs to your arrow, but I feel like it's not going to fly very far if you do that.
No.
We have this.
small.
We have this knife too that we can use, so I can like move the things that you have. Oh, I guess it's not really considered a poison.
No, bombs are not considered
Yeah.
poison.
Yeah.
All right.
One can dream.
Kailu starts to work on some specialist arrows. Balsam.
Oh, and
Balsam's gonna be. Sorry.
Sorry, real quick. The arrows that I'm going to give you have toxic effluence on them, and I'll message you in chat. Never mind.
Okay.
Balsam's is actually going to go across all the tables and slice his finger every now and again. He's going to draw sigils into the tables. Now, they're not actually going to do anything, but he hopes they're going to have a little bit of an intimidation factor.
Sure. Okay.
Because a lot of his environmental stuff is not something that is prepared. It's one of those things that happens.
Mm-hmm.
So he just has to have most of his spells ready, and he's just going to, after they get through Rondak's bombs and they see sigil embedded tables, hopefully that's going to make them stop and go, wait a second.
Okay, I love it. All right, now the plan was to sleep in the barn. Is that correct?
I
Yes.
believe that's what we said, yes.
Okay. As you go into the barn, please make perception checks.
Yeah, we probably should have checked the barn, huh? Before we put this plan into motion.
Minor detail.
Ooh, Nesmit. As you head to retire into the barn, Nesmit, you can see that something out of place. Some of the hay that was in this room when you first came in here has been moved since you came back in.
As things are prepping, I'm going to sneak my way towards some of the hay. Is that possible?
Sure. Make a stealth check.
Okay. Beautiful, beautiful. Please.
All right. You begin to make your way towards the hay bale. This specific one here.
Okay. I am going to have my blade out and ready. And I am going to attack.
Okay. Let's go into initiative here.
Okay.
All right. Let's see. You are number 1 and 2. Nice. That'll make it nice and easy. Unfortunately, they do beat you on the initiative unless you have something special.
Unless I have something special. Let me see. Past master that one. Yeah, do you see anything on mine that would be helpful?
Good question. Unfortunately,
I have surprise attack.
that's not going to help you here because they do as well.
Okay.
Uh,
Deny advantage?
what's that one?
As someone who takes advantage of your openings, you're careful not to leave such gaps for yourself. You aren't off guard to hidden, undetected, or flanking creatures your level or lower.
Okay, these guys are level 11, so you're not off guard. That is a good thing.
Yay!
Okay, cool. So you do have something, which is good. Okay.
Thank goodness.
All right.
That was going to be terrifying.
However, they do get to go first.
Ooh, I should say. Well, would you guys notice me skulking off?
Well, given that you've actually got the nature of it, they actually do need to make a perception check to notice you. And they
I'm
have to
talking
get a
about the boys.
38. Schoolia does say you can re-roll your initiative if you want to use a hero point.
Oh, sure. I'll try that.
All right. Re-roll your initiative in chat. So yeah, just from your
Myself? Or
main
wait.
page.
Where is that?
So if you open up
So,
your main
Dag,
page,
did I pass or did I fail
In the
on
middle.
the perception?
the perception you need. You failed the initial perception to notice the guys hiding. You now need to do
Okay.
another one to notice Nesmith.
Okay.
Okay, so that's a 36. I don't think that's better. Let's see.
I don't think it's better either.
It is not. So yeah, you're there. Yep.
Okay, I've got a
37. No.
37 on the Nesmith.
No. You need a 38 to spot Nesmith, so no one notices Nesmith as he sort of disappears into shadow with his legendary sneaking ability.
Yeah.
However,
By the
these
way, I'm in
guys-
the same mode.
Yeah. However, these guys did. So, surprise! They're going to begin with a prayer attack. The quintessential Red Mantis attack.
Oh, it was almost a 1. Why couldn't you be a 1?
This is so close. All right. So that is 11 points of damage plus an additional 2d6 bleed damage.
Um,
Oh, maybe that should have been. Hold on. Oh, that's okay.
yeah, because I.
Hold on. Sorry. Let me just. No, that's fine. Cool. Yep. All right. Cool. So that was the first attack.
I don't get a partial?
Partial what?
No reflex day for that?
Oh,
Dang
God,
it.
no. No, they're just chopping you up. Second attack. That is a miss.
Oh, thank goodness.
And third attack, I mean... why not? They're going to try and grab you. What is your fortitude plus 10?
33.
33.
Not great.
Okay. They do not grab you.
Oh, thank goodness.
Alright. The next dude also comes out at you. Again with the prayer attack. Ooh, not great.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll do it again with a second attack. That doesn't have to be once per round, does it? Oh, no, he needs to do a feint attack first. Sorry, one moment. What is your AC?
My AC is 34.
Okay. Cool. So that one won't work. And I may as well roll it for the other one. So 34, did you say?
Correct?
Okay. You do not get that 2d6 bleed from earlier.
Oh, yay!
Because they do have to beat you on that. Okay, second attack, which they're gonna try again. Oh my lord, they are not doing that feigning thing. Second attack is gonna... Oh, my lord! Critical miss!
It's amazing.
Isn't that
This is
two?
amazing.
Isn't that two natural ones in a row?
Not on an attack. Oh, actually, no, that still does count. So it's a feint attack, and then it's a thing. So let's see if we can... If it's a third nat 1... Ooh, that
Would have been heady if he just died.
would have been. Give us a number between 1 to 5, Nesmith.
4.
2, 3, 4. Okay, 4.
Rolling up the wheel.
Oh no, he's become entangled in the hay and needs to take 2 actions to remove himself, which means he is entangled on his third attack, which is going to be clumsy in this version. And why not? Let's just do a third deception check.
Curiosity sake.
Let's give it a go. Nope, fails the deception check. And let's see if he can even land the hit. I don't think he will. Nah. Alright. That is the 2 assassins that are over here in the hay. As we go to you, Nesmith.
Well, boys, it seems we have some friends watching us.
And I'm going to attack the one that is entangled.
Very well. That is this guy here.
Okay. Oh, that's damage.
Critical hit!
So amazing. What is this universe? This makes up for the fumble. So critical is double?
Just roll the damage. It'll calculate it automatically.
Got it. This one,
71 points of squish damage.
holy moly.
Give us a number between 1 to
Nicely
5.
done, Nesmith.
4.
All right. Piercing.
Yes.
Please do another lot of damage as you have managed to organ scramble them.
Oh my goodness, this is magical. The only time we'll ever do this damage ever. No sneak attack, but I'll take it.
All right, another 36 points of damage. You've done 107 damage in that one deep stab.
Imagine if I got a sneak.
Imagine if you got your sneak.
Just imagine. Oh gosh. Okay. I will go in for round 2. I want to finish this guy.
All right, your second
Yeah.
action. Solid hit.
All right. This one I'll have my coated poison. I'm gonna roll for damage first, and I'll roll for the other poison damage in a second. They are gonna have to do a. This is called Breath of the Mantis God, a DC 29 Fortitude.
Sorry, DC what? Sorry?
29 Fortitude.
Fortitude. All right, they need to get a natural 20. They do not.
That's fantastic. So how do the stages work?
You start with the first stage, but because it's a critical fumble, because you said 39, right?
Yes.
Yeah, because it's a critical fumble, you start at stage 2. So you go through stage 1, then you hit stage 2.
All right. So this will be 3d8 for a minute, and then becomes the next stage.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Wait, what's stage 2?
Stage 2 is persistent bleed and drained for 1 minute.
All right, so they're suffering both of those.
Yes.
Okay, so repeat. So here we go. Hold on. Okay, because you can't drop them on him, can you?
No.
Okay, so what's the effects? Persistent
Persistent bleed of 3d8. And then drain 1.
8 bleed.
This is the first time I've ever been useful in a fight. Instead of
That's not
distracting.
true. You're often useful.
And drain 1.
You've
did
done
you say?
damage before. You killed somebody.
All right, and drain. Anything else?
That is it. And that goes for a 1 minute.
Cool.
6 rounds?
10 rounds.
10 rounds.
Cool. All right, done and done. All right, you have one more action.
That is just insane. I'm just going to throw this secondary knife at our other friend.
He's in melee range. You don't need to throw it, but you can if you want.
Oh, okay. Then I will do it. Well, I mean, they're the same.
That'll hit.
Hey, all right.
35 points of damage. All right, Nesbitt coming in like a beast. Just blood spraying over the hay bales here.
I think that is also the same knife that has the same thing. So I think they have to do the same one.
Oh, nice. Love that. Well, actually, no. Once you've discharged a poison, it's discharged.
Okay. That's fine. This will work out. I'm fine with this.
All right, Kailu, you're up next.
Okay, so where you put me, I think I'm actually blocked. I don't.
You can
How
definitely
tall
hear
is
the
that
sounds of
wall in between
commotion.
us?
You are
Right,
not
but I
blocked-
can't.
You're not blocked from this guy.
I can see him, but I can't do that. I'm going to mark him as prey
Okay.
because I can see him,
He is marked.
and I am going to shoot a regular arrow at him,
Okay.
not one of my shiny new special arrows. So that is this puppy. Dangerous Human 1.
Whoa! Critical hit!
That's what we'd like to see.
It's a magnificent knife.
100 points
100.
of damage.
Gotta like that. And let's take number 2, please.
Number 2. 1-2. Target takes a persistent bleed damage and cannot heal.
Okay.
All right.
So that's 2 actions. Let's take another shot at him with another arrow, because,
Why not? Solid
Nice
hit. Boom for 29 damage. He is not looking good. As 2 arrows manage to land in that collection of hay, Balsam, we then turn to you.
Balsam's going to quickly move down to here. About here. If he can. There we go, wonderful. He's going to breach out his hand, and the bleed that's coming out of the assassin's stone to curl up and then enter through its ears as I cast Phantom Pain.
Ooh, nice. He critically fails.
Okay, cool. Alright, so this guy is going to be the proud owner of full damage. Okay.
Double damage, I think, but carry on.
No, full damage. He is then going to get one. Wait, why is that? That's fine. He's going to get persistent 1d4 mental damage as well. And he is sickened 1 at 2, please.
Okay, one moment. So you're giving him persistent 1d4?
1d4 mental damage. And he is sickened 2. And he removes that 1d4 mental damage when he becomes unsickened.
Okay.
Yep.
So move and spell. Done and done. Rondak, you're up next.
Sweet. All right. I'm not going to use anything fire related because I feel like that's a bad idea, fighting in hay inside of a wooden stable. So let's go with, I feel like acid should work, right?
Acid's
That
a
won't
good
catch
choice.
anything on fire. Yeah, we'll go with that. So Rondek, that nice tube is going to come up over his shoulder. He's going to drop one of his bombs in there. It's got there's sort of a foggy glass with a sickly deep green liquid inside of it, and he is going to launch it at Mr. Dangerous Human 2 over there in the corner.
Okay.
As soon as I find the right thing, there we go. That is you. That's what I need. Sweet. All right, what do? You do 3d6 plus 3. Do I have something already loaded that does 3d6? It's a great question. I do not. Ugh.
That's okay. Hold on. Give me a second.
I like that. Bomb.
And then you can just type in whatever energy type it is. So this one's acid.
Yes.
Done and done. There you go.
Sweet. All right, so we will drop that on that guy.
15 points of acid damage burns this poor elfin dude. You got one more action.
Yes, I am going to also. Ooh, I'm going to try that one. We're going to try to hit him with a necrotic bomb this time.
Ooh, nice.
See if this works. If I roll a crit, this is going to be awesome.
Okay, let's do it.
Oh, that gives me a +2. Do that. And same guy.
You throw your necrotic bomb.
Not
And it will
exactly
hit.
a crit.
Sup, B-Town?
All right, so that will be also 3d6, but this is negative damage.
Void damage.
Oh, it's called void. Okay, cool. Yeah, that.
Yep, the upgrade is void, or the upgrade, should I say? The remastered for negative is that. So done and done. Okay, go for it.
Sweet.
So that's how you'll do the bombs from now on. It's just as easy to just type in the different type of damage. All right, 11 points of damage. Not looking great as basically this like life force draining bomb pulls their energy away. All right, back to them. This one that's brutally injured is going to use a death grasp. Nesmith.
Yes.
Ooh, does a 30 grapple you? No?
Mine's 34.
Dang.
Yes.
He is going to use one action to draw out some liquid and pour it on the hay.
Oh, shit.
He then bleeds out, takes a lot of damage. As the second dude is going to try the exact same thing and try to grab you, Nesbit.
Reach.
Oh my god. My word. They are not doing well. And then he is going to
Nesmith's a slippery one.
And he is going to grab another vial and smash it on the ground. and he says something really cool, which I'm going to...
Is it really cool?
It is. It is.
As in, is that what he says?
No.
Really cool!
Really cool! He yells at the top of his lungs.
How chilling.
Okay.
I'll get you next time, Ninja Turtles. Not fire!
Okay. One moment. I will find the cool thing that he says.
You gave him the idea.
Well, to be fair,
That's exactly what I was trying to avoid.
Well, to be fair, this is actually what what they were here to do anyway.
Oh, okay.
They just thought they'd be able to escape at the time. Okay. Pathfinder 2nd Edition.
Now we hold you off for an intermission. Once again, we'd like to thank our viewers and also our patrons for having this wonderful story to play along with and to follow along with. I hope everyone is enjoying your evening or day as we go on this adventure and hopefully not die.
Well done.
And also, I'd like to add the safety message. You're about to find out what happens when you play with matches in a hay barn. Don't do it.
Please don't do this at home.
We are semi-trained professionals.
Okay.
Semi-trained.
Well, our characters are trained. We're less trained.
People get training?
You
Yeah,
guys
it was in
ever
the first
see
3 days. Didn't you go through orientation?
You guys got orientation?
Yeah, it was nice. They had like little club sandwiches and everything.
I
missed out
particularly
on
liked the
food?
tea.
Okay, I
There
don't.
was tea?
All right, I don't have it. They have like these. There is a book. Oh, I could go get the book. All right, who's next? Next up is Nesmith. Nesmith, have a think about what you want to do. There is a fire. It is burning. And if you remain here, you will be set ablaze.
In brightest day, in blackest night. Oh shit, there's fire. We should get out of sight.
Okay. He takes 4 points of damage as well from standing in the fire.
That makes sense.
All right. And then Nesmith, it is your turn. All right. I'll be right back, but have your turn. Yeah.
All right, friends. Do we try not to have fire? We trying to put this out? What are we thinking here?
We didn't want fire.
There's got to be some shovels. Wait, do we have anything that is
firefighter with us?
We don't. Oh, do you have a water bomb, Rondak? Oh wait, I have the pellets.
You do have the pellets.
The pellets.
The dehydrated water. 100 gallons of water. It looks like it should cover that. Maybe 2.
Quick, look
Here's
at
the thing, though. We don't know what type of fire. Wait, yes, that's a question for when he gets back. Is knowing what type of fire it is.
Yeah, because if it's like a chemical fire, we could have some issues.
It's a hay fire now.
No. Because there's a
True.
type of fire called Greek fire, which allowed it to be burned on water and underwater as well. Apparently, the stories say. So, if it's something like that, and it's like a sticky fire, well, we are in trouble.
It did pour. They didn't
Did
break
pour.
it on it. They poured it on it. So
So, thing is, Rondak, do
doesn't
you
mean a
have
lot.
a fire putty outy stop bomb type of thing?
No, all of my stuff that's fire related will start a fire.
That is fair.
Excellent.
Now, if you want more fire, I can help you out.
We should consider
could-
building some fire putting out bombs.
I should, yeah. See if I can figure that out. I have acid. That's about as close as I get.
Okay. Michael,
Yes.
what type of was I able to distinguish the pipe poison that they had put down, or what they used to create this alchemical fire?
Oh, it was just oil. Like
I
kerosene.
just realized I do have the frost vial. That is a thing that I have.
Would you mind oh so much, Rondek? I'm gonna run over you and grab the frost vial. Is that a good time?
Yeah, absolutely. Go for it.
All right, yes. I'm gonna run over to Rondek. real
To
quick.
also
How
be
much health
clear,
bar?
you will take 1d6 points of fire damage for just starting your turn in fire,
That
which
is
is 5 damage.
fair. Okay, not bad. Yeah, I will move to Rondek. Grab his frost vial.
Mm-hmm.
Do you mind if I throw this? Do you think it's effective on this?
Maybe. It's a solid maybe.
Cool.
It creates a 10-foot diameter area of ice around it. So maybe it's possible if you can hit the right spot.
Yeah, we could probably put out a good majority of this. I'll try that. I'm gonna throw the vial into the middle of the fire. Let's see how good my throwing. The dex throw?
Yes. This should be very easy.
Okay. Come on, it was almost a 19.
No, sorry. It's a ranged attack. Are you proficient with bombs?
I am proficient with my skill of I forgot what skill it was, but it's like all forms of
Yeah, that's fine. Then yeah, that'll hit. Let's see if it puts it out. Oop, ignore that. There we go. It does not, as you roll 6%.
Great. All right. Well, I am going to spit and throw one of the balls that we have.
Move, trade, throw. That's your 3 actions.
Oh, was it all 3? Well, all right then. Well, if someone else wants to grab this from my pocket, you have it.
Okay. Kailu, you're up next. And
Okay,
Nesmith, you are still
well.
bleeding.
Still bleeding?
Nice.
Mm-hmm. When they cut you.
Oh, that's right. I completely forgot about that.
Okay, I'm just gonna do what I do and shoot him again.
Okay. Also, I found out what they say. He who walks with blood now walks with us.
Ah.
And they both say it in a very creepy kind of like...
Wait, didn't they
Manic.
die?
No, they're not dead.
Oh, they're just in the
About
fire.
to be.
Got it.
Yeah.
Well, not yet.
Yeah, their
They're not dead
intention
yet.
their intention was to grab you and try to hold you in the fire with them. The death grip is that they won't let go until you literally cut their arms off.
Okay.
Wow,
So I'm-
look at these co-workers. Really not loving it all.
Chris Squish, as you explode that one guy.
Okay. So that's one action.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to move for my second action
Mm-hmm.
and notice that there's somebody over there. So for my third, I will make him my target. Mark
Okay.
him as prey.
Done and done. Balsam, you're up. Actually, I will say this before we end that. Now, Kailu.
Yep.
Now, it is very, very common, very, very regular to try to maximize our efficiency with the actions that we take. But at the same time, there are some points in time where that isn't necessarily the optimum choice.
True. Probably should have just shot at him, shouldn't I?
If you would like to, you may just shoot him instead of marking him as a
Okay.
target.
That's a darn fine idea. I was... Except that
Although
I'm going
that'll
to miss
miss.
it.
You do have hero points in a nat 20.
I think I will burn a hero point just because I don't like that fire.
All right, let's do it.
It's going to miss too. So see, it was written.
It was written. It was written. It was not supposed to happen. But either way, the attempt was made. A valiant one at that, as we go to Balsam.
Even though I do like the warmth it is adding to this place, we are basically in a hay barn, and it's going to go up quite quickly. Balsam's going to move over to Nesmith. Put his hand in his pocket and go, where is it? Oh, that's not it. Where's your water? Dehydrated water. Nesmith, your water. Where's the dehydrated water?
Right here. I'm passing it right here. This is the one inside the jar.
Oh, whoops, wrong pocket. All right, here you go. Aha! Got it.
Okay, you have a bead of dehydrated water in your hand.
Perfect. And blood, would it activate if I throw it into a thing of blood?
If you throw it into a thing of blood?
Yeah, so
yeah.
you know how the human body has like a percentage of water, and so if I throw it at that blood splat there, right?
Okay, so what you would effectively be looking at is trying to throw a bead into because he's in the fire.
Oh, okay. Was there like a limit of how long it turned from dehydrated to hydrated?
If we're gonna be playing the physics thing, throwing a bead of dehydrated water into the fire will not work.
Okay. If I lick it and then throw it, would it activate then?
If you lick it, it'll activate immediately.
Okay.
What if you turned it into blood? You know, if you mixed it with blood as you threw. So it points of contact when it hits the fire.
Do you have a water skin?
Oh yeah, the water skin will work. Yeah.
Good. You can ready an action to throw your water skin, empty out half of it, and ready an action that when you put the bead in to throw it. Because what'll happen is you'll add it, and before the effect of the bead takes place, you will throw it, and then it'll expand and explode outwards.
Yeah, alright, that sounds good. I'll do that.
Cool. Easy done. As you perform this action, your water skin is now destroyed, and the fire is put out. This individual is now doused in water, but that'll take you 3 actions. 1 to trade, 1 to... Actually, no, you won't have enough time to do that.
Can I use a hero point to do that?
Yes, you may.
Perfect.
It's short by 1 action, but yes, you can absolutely do that. All right. The fire is now extinguished. And there's only 1 wet and disheveled looking assassin remaining. As we then go to Rondak.
Man, I really want to overkill this right now.
Do it.
If I can hit him, obviously. That is always a problem. I mean, that's my weapon, is effectively a bazooka that I put my bombs into and launch it.
Yeah, I mean, why not?
All right, we're going to try it. And everything over there is still wet, right? So I can totally use fire now, right? Is that... I'm just kidding. I don't have to use fire. I'll use something else. Although the fire does the most damage. But if it's safe to use the fire...
It is safe because it's still wet down there.
Yeah, so I'm going to use that. So I will drop Rondak's favorite bomb, which everybody here has probably used multiple times now. It's got a faint orange glow to it as it drops into the tube. Into the basket, I should say, and gets loaded. And then he is going to take aim and fire at Dangerous Human 2.
All right, let's do it.
Let's see. Whoops, wrong tab. That's the tab I want. That gives me... And then I do that. And let's see if I hit. Yes.
And now the end is near.
Is it going to be
Critical
overkill?
hit. It's going
Probably.
to blow the side of the bar.
So this is 3d8. All right, plus 3. And I'm sorry, 5d8. 5d8 because it's going through the tube. That's the wrong thing. That's what I want.
With a large explosion, this dude is gone. as he returns to the afterlife, exploded. A quiet falls over the stables. If they were in here, then chances are there might even be some enemies still lurking inside the walls of the tavern. Taking a moment, you realize that even without doing anything, even though you have emerged victorious here, there is this impending sense of dread. You have surrounded yourselves with booby traps and ways to protect yourself, but you feel the clawed hands of your former friend and ally gripping around you as the ambush is prepared. But to see the results of said ambush, preferably with all 6 of our party members here, we will wait till next week for the gripping conclusion of our assassination attempt on our heroes. Guys, thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you enjoyed today's stream. We will be back later on tonight for Gatewalkers with an entirely new group of individuals, so be sure to come and tune in for that. But in the meantime, however, thank you to my players. Thank you to all of our audience members who donated for today's stream. You guys are wonderful and amazing. We have now cracked 36% of our monthly goal, which is also freaking amazing. So yeah, thank you everyone. Guys, my name is Michael. I'm the Dead Aussie Gamer. This is my place. This is my face. You can find it here a number of times during the week. Be sure to follow, like, subscribe, all the other stuff. And until we meet again, as always, stay safe, stay wonderful, be kind to each other because why the fuck not, it's free. And until we meet again, game hard or die trying. To answer Family Guy IT's question, where did Steve run off to? We forgot. That's literally the answer. No, he's probably gone off to get Kara and Pietro. Maybe. We'll see. But till we meet again, game hard or die trying. Bye, guys!